Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got several topics to cover today, including the state of play that was dedicated to Hogwarts Legacy, and we have new tracks for Mario Kart 8 that are out today, but some people were able to play them yesterday. We also have some new game announcements and a whole lot more. But before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That's the best way to let me know you enjoy the content on this channel. Now let's get started. First, let's take a look at the footage from the Hogwarts Legacy presentation that happened yesterday. Of course, this is an action-adventure RPG style game, and one of the things that I wasn't aware of until I started watching this is that this is set in like the late 1800s, so you're not going to see Harry, any of his friends, or any of the professors that you're used to seeing in the movies. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but just be aware that you do create your own character and you go through the whole sorting hat thing and get assigned to a house. So overall, the game looks really good. You get to participate in magic fights, you get to learn spells, you also learn to fly. And I think the biggest star is the Hogwarts Castle. It really looks good, the lighting is great. And right now we have a holiday 2022 release window for this game, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of this game over the coming year. So the new tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are out today, and with this brings us to version 2.0 of the game, and now you can actually see all 12 cups even though they aren't available just yet. So we have a list here from VGC of all the cups, and we already knew about the Golden Dash Cup and the Lucky Cat Cup. But we will also be seeing Turnip, Propeller, Rock, Moon, Fruit, Boomerang, Feather, Cherry, Acorn, and Spiny. Now the rest of these cups will be rolling out until the end of 2023. And even though the top two cups are already out today, there were some people that were able to play them somehow yesterday. Let's take a look here at this tweet that shows somebody playing in the Coconut Mall. Now apparently this just happened when they were playing the online game. Apparently I guess someone in their online game was able to hack and vote for this new track. So I plan on playing these tracks all weekend long, and I'm hoping the rest of them turn out as well as Coconut Mall did. Next, we had some Genesis games drop for the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. First we have Alien Soldier, which is a side-scrolling run-and-gun game that never was originally released in North America. I think it came out in some other combo packs later, at least not through retail. The only way that you could get it in North America was through the Sega Channel cable service. Next we have Light Crusader, which is an action-adventure game that came out in 1995. And then we have Super Fantasy Zone. And Super Fantasy Zone was the last game in the series. This was also only originally released in Europe and Japan. So what do you think about these list of games? I know Alien Soldier is something I want to play through. I think I played through it one time a long time ago. And Super Fantasy Zone looks interesting as well. But let me know in the comments if you plan on playing any of these this weekend, or maybe you've already started playing them. Let me know what you think of them. Next we have a new game being announced that's going to be coming out June 10th. This coming from IGN, Supermassive Games has revealed The Quarry, a spiritual successor to Until Dawn, launching on June 10th. As with Until Dawn, the cast is made up of a number of recognizable actors. The Quarry is a teen horror where players control 9 different characters as they try to survive the last night of summer camp, and like Until Dawn, anyone can live and anyone can die. So here is the list of the cast, at least I guess the recognizable names, and they have a list of what they may be recognized from. But if you're a fan of Until Dawn, you've got something to look forward to this summer to play. And in our last story, we have a little bit of interesting technology when it comes to game development. So on Thursday at the Game Developers Conference, Ubisoft did a presentation on what they call Ubisoft Scaler. So at the presentation, they described this as a piece of foundational technology that enables Ubisoft titles to utilize the power of the cloud. In essence, what it also is a really huge shift of mindset. Try to look 10 years in the future and imagine what games should be, could be, and what you could expect out of games and how you make them. So obviously I get absolutely nothing out of that description. But nowadays when you hear about cloud and gaming, the first thing you think of is, oh, game streaming service. But they do go on to clarify, game streaming is a distribution model. It betters accessibility of games, but it does not change in essence what games are and the quality of them. Now what Ubisoft Scaler is all about is the quality and possibilities that it opens up for us as game developers and gamers. Now the presenter goes on and adds more that I think kinda clears this up for me. He also said Scaler is not a new game engine. I don't think it would make a lot of sense to kind of restart making game engines the way we perceive game engines being today. Scaler is an alternative and also an option for existing game engines to be cloud accelerable both in terms of production but also in real-time experiences. So from what I can tell, this seems to be some type of game development cloud-based platform, and it seems like from this platform you're able to update games to users in real time. They go on to add one very important aspect that Scaler brings is that you have the services always being available. The game is always running and it's always possible to update pieces of that game so developers can create very rich worlds which can develop and evolve and change as players are actually playing them. So it will create a much closer connection between the players and the creators. So this sounds like a very interesting technology. I'm thinking of something like an open world game, maybe like Elden Ring, where perhaps the game developer can make real-time changes to the game as you're playing them, and you wouldn't necessarily have to get a patch or an update. So it'll be interesting to see how this technology turns out. It may be years before we see this put to use, but I'm looking forward to see what comes of it. And that's all we have for today's video. Did anything we talk about here catch your attention? What did you think about the updates in Hogwarts Legacy? And have you had a chance to play any of the new Mario Kart 8 tracks? Or maybe even the new Genesis games and Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack? Let me know about those topics or anything else we may have covered. I want to thank you for watching, have a good weekend, and be good.